Alright, let's start. Let's do this. Okay, hello Ricky. This is going to be my self-reflection video that is due next week. First off, I just want to say thank you for teaching us. This has actually been probably the best class over this little course here. What do you see yourself doing in the film industry? That's quite a broad question for me because I see myself doing a lot in the film industry as well as outside the film industry. My main goal as a filmmaker is I want to make films that don't end when people walk out of the cinema. I want my films and my stories to live on through our society and live and breathe into our actual future. I think one of my main motivations for doing that is because I love having memories, and I have most know that nothing lasts forever. Like eventually we all have to grow up. We all have to grow up and live our lives, and eventually we all disappear. And so when I discovered filmmaking, I was blown away because I was able to capture all these memories of my life and look back at them. Not only film, but I also want to, explore music composition and business and design and artificial intelligence and all these crazy things. Being able to film and being a filmmaker is one thing, but having all these different skill sets of like music composition and business and being able to communicate well is what I also want to learn. What I see myself doing in the film industry is to create films that don't end when people leave the cinema. And I never ever want to stop learning about the film industry and really about anything in life. I just want to keep learning. Look, I don't know how to show my personality or my gratitude or motivations through a few pixels and sound waves, but we may very well be that because we live in a simulation. But that's something entirely different. What I'm saying is I want to learn how. I want to learn how to show my personality and my gratitude and my motivations through these pixels and these sound waves because it's an incredible tool to influence our society. So the second question is, where do my strengths lie and what I think I could improve on? I feel as of now my strengths usually lie in cinematography and directing. And that being said, I don't have trouble communicating with people. I love talking to people and I love finding that medium that we both connect to. That being said, my interests aren't solely limited to just cinematography and directing. I want to learn about everything there is in film industry. My biggest challenge over these past 13 weeks has definitely been screenwriting. And what helped me improve was actually film studies, because film studies help me categorize and define what films I want to make. I take what I learn in film studies and it already gives me a milestone in screenwriting to begin on. Well, I already know what I can write about without even having to know a story. And I can write about horror or drama or race and gender, but I can also, what I've learned is I can also write horror and gender, or I can write horror and race. I think that's what's been so satisfying is being able to learn all these things from screenwriting and film studies and editing and cinematography. I see them all fall into place. I know that everything is connected now and I can see, and it's helping me improve in all areas of actually my studies. The more I learn, the more I can really see what I need to improve on. So, and some of these things include organization, editing, exploring emotion and motivation. So I hate wasting time and because I love having memories, and when my memories is just watching the same show over and over and over again, it gets dumb, but it's so addictive. I want to get better at time management and really just kind of starting a project. I think starting is a really hard thing for me to do. When I first came, I was hesitant to let people do certain parts of the project because I didn't think that, I didn't know what they were capable of, and it was kind of that fear of doing a lot of work, say, in filming a film and then letting someone else edit it. I have no idea what it's going to turn out like. I think that held me back a lot in high school as well as now. Over the past 12 weeks, I'm beginning to realize that it's okay. People are here for the same reason that I am. I think I just need to get out of my own head a bit, is the main thing. I actually really appreciate that school has put more group projects in the first trimester rather than later ones. We see what people are capable of, so we don't have that fear, or specifically so I don't have that fear in later trimesters that I don't know if someone's going to do a good job. So, what films do I want to create? And yeah, so as I said, I love having memories, and to be able to capture such a raw human experience of my own life and the people's lives around me has like still blows my mind. One of my biggest inspirations for this is Taika Waititi, definitely. Always has and always will be. But I also want to make films that ask like fucking huge questions, like Arrival or Blade Runner or any of those kind of films are incredible, and I'd love to do that. I'd also like to explore how you can still ask big questions and explore huge themes like the universe, but like through satire. Wag the Dog is a good example of how you can explore our kind of political and social systems through comedy and dark humor, and it's a great example, and I would love to be able to kind of do that kind of stuff. I think what I'm trying to say is I love the little things in life, the little moments and the little awkwardness and just the things that really say to you that this is life. But I also have these huge mind-boggling questions in the back of my mind that are like, yo, what about this? So I would love to explore both, I think. So yeah, I think that's my reflection. No, I definitely made the right choice to come here instead of AFTRS, because you guys are just the best teachers. So I've learned a lot, but I have a lot to learn as well. Thanks, Ricky. See you in class.